I think there's a theme of stolen inheritance in our culture. In my own life, I went through that when a brother of mine got power of attorney from my mother, and when she died, he took my inheritance. But what I was thinking about is how the European settlers, I could almost call them invaders, came to this continent and they took advantage of the native people who lived on the land, who didn't have a sense of ownership of it. In their language, they did not possess the land. It was not possessable. Uh, they did also believe that it was an inheritance that they needed to take care of and pass down to, they hoped, 7 generations. Well, the Europeans had a totally different vision of things. On the one hand, at one end of the spectrum, they just wanted to survive, and the life they had in Europe and other places threatened their survival. But there was a sizable minority who just wanted riches. They wanted gold. When oil was discovered, when gold was discovered, there was a panic and a gold rush, and thousands upon thousands of people moved across the continent to try to get rich. No native would have done that. Not only that, in the native vision of things, stealing from Mother Earth was a sin. Those two belief systems were opposite. They they were they had no relationship to each other about why human beings live and what makes your life meaningful. So here we are in this world where these desperate people came and profit from their expertise in exploiting the land. But the land is sacred. The land is an inheritance that we are spending. And do you know, down 7 generations, they're not going to appreciate this. Even our own people will not appreciate this. The way the white man acted toward the land was shocking to the natives. They would never have imagined it. So we are proud of our technical expertise and how we managed to increase crop yields with chemicals, and how we have become rich. We're the most powerful country in the world. We have the most powerful army and navy and air force and technology, and we're very proud of ourselves. And the land is suffering. Well, there is a comeuppance. And in electing um, a mentally challenged fool and criminal to the highest office in the land, plus a lot of enablers, we are going to get our comeuppance. It's not going to be pretty. We can see it happening right now. all of the countries that viewed America, the United States of America, favorably before Trump, have now turned against us. We're getting what we deserve, frankly. This has been a long time coming. So there is that question of inheritance and taking care of it. And we come from a culture, us white folks and people from other lands whose ancestors were not here 300 years ago, we have a different vision of things. And that vision is playing out in our government, in our business, in our relationships around the world, and even in our personal relationships. The idea of utility, the idea of using not just the land, but using people, using animals, using the forests for our personal riches is going to come back and bite us, basically. And I think that those of us who are alive at this time are going to see that. And it's not going to be pretty. Can we stem the tide? Can we actually prevent this from happening? I have no idea. I'm of an age where if I'm here 5 years from now, I started to say I'm lucky, but I'm not so sure. So what I hope is people will see the writing on the wall and they will say, this is going the wrong direction and we really need to stop it. We have rich criminals, oligarchs, and people who do not care about the welfare of the less fortunate. They do not care and they can't. We're not going to teach them to care. They're just not going to get there. That should have been started back when they were children. But we don't have that kind of education. We have a competitive, profit-seeking system, and we feel like we're a success as a human being if we can survive it. That's not going to work. I hate to say it, but it's going to destroy a lot of lives and it's going to destroy nature. Now, of course, humans doing their very worst is a tragedy. There's no doubt about it. But this earth will go on. It will rejuvenate itself. It has a life force of its own. If human beings want to live on this planet and they want to live in a real relationship with nature, then something has to happen in the belief systems, in the education, and in the very hearts of human beings. I hope to live long enough to see that eventuality come to pass. Good night.